like to take everyone on the platform of we are all here, fresh, we don't know anything about project management. Is that okay? So the first that I will first of all want to bring to our notice is the difference between project and program. This is a program, and these are projects. So many projects are done to achieve the overall goal of a program. Is that understood? This is for you to note what you're going to study there after the training. So if you have this as your log frame, a project manager needs this tool. And in all this, there must be what? Monitoring. So thank you very much for the wonderful placement of monitoring at the center of what we do, or what we just did in the exercise. Monitoring and evaluation. Monitoring is continuous. Evaluation is benchmarked. You can't be doing evaluation on a daily basis.
Today started with introductions where we got to meet our team members, the Ekiti office and the Abuja office. The team members got to introduce themselves and also share how excited they are about the retreat. Quite a number of persons brought in their energy and they were excited to meet other people. And we started with setting our agendas because we know that we have to have rules guiding our activities, and a number of persons came up with quite interesting rules for the day. And then we got into our agenda setting and started with our check-in meeting, which is very important for our team to get a feedback of, our activities in the past the past 3 months, and also evaluate how far we have gone. Team members have previously done that, and it's for their supervisors to check in with them and also get feedbacks from them. Following that, we went into our sessions on the mission, the vision of the organization, looking at our collective roles within the organization. In a way, we all contribute to the mission of the organization, and then we wrapped up that session with setting, using the cutout alphabet to set the values and principles. And then we welcomed a stakeholder, someone who is quite known and resourced, who has vast experience in the field. That's Martin Mary, who took the session on project and program management, and then on monitoring, evaluation, accountability and learning, from the start line to the finish line today. So I'm going to rate this. If there's anything after 10, which is scores very high, then I'm going to rate it that. But most importantly, we had a very smooth running. Time management was quite good, and you could attest to that.
So today we're going to, talk about organizational culture and then link it up with building an inclusive workplace and also building effective teams. Who can tell me what an organizational culture means? So you have system. You talked about norms, that's for Stina. And then values. Organizational culture refers to the shared values, beliefs, customs, attitudes, and behaviors that characterize an organization. It It is the collective way in which individuals within an organization interact with each other and with external stakeholders. Organizational culture influences how decisions are made, how work is performed, and how individuals perceive and contribute to the mission, to the organization's mission and goals. Do we agree? When you look at Gender Mobile as it is right now, how do you see the organization's culture? There are ways organizations do things. Yes, we have core values and principles. So it's like a roadmap. It's not a destination, it's a journey that keeps guiding us. Yes, we want to achieve a gender equitable world, and we feel it's important that equality, equity has to, form part of our guiding principles and values. Of course, your organization is also defined by, the work you do is defined by similar core principles and values. So in the spaces where we all occupy and operate, what are those culture? This is going to be like some kind of diagnostic venture for us. We're soon going to break into groups where we'd also talk about this more, right? So what I get from that is, when people perform well, there has to be positive reward. If people don't perform well, so for example, what comes to mind is, if people come late to the office, or people don't show up at the office, or people don't deliver, as much as they should deliver, it should actually be tied to their remuneration. Then in terms of positive, I know that there are also ways to reflect more on that and see how we can also create that reward system where when people perform outstandingly well, when people are committed and they even go over and beyond. It is what it is. And it's also because these things are evidence-based, right? So we know that women are disproportionately affected. The issue of prioritizing competence, because there would always be qualified women anyways, so you just need to look for them. You need to find them. I mean, so those are ways that if we are able to identify these things, it helps you to also maximize, and then we are able to work together as a team.
But if I should run through what we do individually, and of course I went through our vision and our mission for Gender Mobile, you get to see that however our projects and interventions are, it's targeted at settling or intervening towards an injustice in the system. So I was confronted once when I was having a session like this with an organization, and I think some times ago, I think it was a contentious conversation in one of the programs that myself and Wumi have been on. And the person asked, is Boko Haram and ISIS, are they not advocates too? So the example here is that Cynthia Mary's Foundation, in her mandate for women and girls development in Africa, on 12th June 2018, decided to carry out an initiative of give the girls pen and books for increased girls' education. She has visited many schools and have shared pen and books to girls. After that exercise, a recent study was conducted which showed that girls' number in school has not increased. So I just want us to run through this briefly. What do we think could have been the possible cause of the number not increasing?
Talk about systems change, you're looking at an approach that affects the entire component and not just a part of that system. So Motunde said something about addressing the root cause. That's critically important. Whereas if the system is well fixed, it will benefit a vast majority of people. So that's why as Gender Mobile Initiative, we focus on systems. That's one mindset that we should bring to systems change. As a lead director, of course, my role includes, designing and implementing strategy for the organization's systems change work. My work also includes providing leadership across different departments and units in the organization. In the last 5 years, my role has evolved, to be more strategic. Second is that the organization has also expanded and grown, I would say, tremendously, across, even in terms of our program offerings and also structurally. So you'd see now that across the organization, we now have units, and we have units where we have officers and we have managers. So which means that we have actually demonstrated progress tremendously.
Keeping an average Nigerian from corruption is like keeping a goat from eating yam. Who agrees with this? Do you agree?
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Devil does not tempt people to perform corruption. It is something that is intelligence-driven. Those who are corrupt, they are smart people. They think it through. They plan their way, and they do it. So if you want to fight corruption, you must be a step ahead of those who are corrupt. Otherwise, you just keep chasing them, and they will always be a step ahead of you. So the purpose of this is not only to reinforce what you have here, but in the not too distant future, some of you might be also thinking of setting up your own systems. So you have something to look back on as a precedent or as a template that you can also develop.
The past 1 year has been very fulfilling in terms of how we've been able to reposition the Ekiti State Office. For us at Gender Mobile, excellence is one thing that we are really very big on, and in a way it has become a lifestyle. In the past 1 year, we came in looking at how we could have sustainable projects, how we could have sustainable fundings, how we could also reposition the office, the Ekiti office, to be self-sufficient and not leaning on the head office. And in the past 1 year, we've enjoyed robust collaboration and leadership, not just from the lead director, from all team members, because leadership for us, we hold each other accountable and provide leadership in different spheres of what we do. So we came in so charged. We came in with, at the time when we came in, we really didn't have some fundings, but we could look back and say we've done well and there's room for us to do more.
My role is to diversify and find a way to even partner with the least person you can think of, as long as that person is aligned to our goals and our objectives. In pushing our systematic change, there has to be like a holistic advantage to it. There has to be a holistic effort, and that holistic effort is what will drive change. So basically that is it, finding a way to secure funding, finding a way to secure partnerships, finding a way to collaborate with people and push up, an objective in order to get impact.
In GMI, we have what we call the QuickBooks, which is our software where the true picture of our finances is captured therein. So at the click of a button, I can generate our income and expense report. I can generate our state of financial position at any time T. I can tell you in this bank we have so amount, and it is on those QuickBooks that our reconciliation is done. All our checks that are issued are charged to, are reported in that QuickBooks too. So it just gives us a holistic picture of where we are. And when the auditors come, that's the first thing they want to look at, right? So from looking at our QuickBooks, they already have an idea of where we stand and how strong we are. The finance department in GMI has really been standardized, right? Because when I joined GMI, there was no QuickBooks, right? Or the one that was there was badly managed, so it didn't give us a true picture of what we have in the finance department. So, but currently, if you step into GMI, I'll be proud to show you around. We have an updated running QuickBooks system. Our accounting is fully automated, right? Fully automated. So what that means is that even if I leave GMI tomorrow and a new accountant comes in, he knows exactly where to take off from. What we do in GMI now is what you will find in any standard organization in their finance department. In the last 1 year, GMI has really made remarkable improvement, especially in the areas of finance and accounting.